3, 2, 1, go. Hi guys, ShadowLink793 here.
And I'm his cousin.
And we're bored as fuck, so we were going off a tangent on Three Ninjas earlier for some reason, and you know what? We decided to talk about these movies because, you know, many of you who'd not even heard of these movies, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, these are some pretty interesting movies from our childhood, so we thought we'd talk about it a bit. Anyone who's seen these movies, please rate, comment, subscribe down below, and tell us what you thought of these movies. You want to start off?
Okay, so we begin. It is 1992. We weren't even born yet, but apparently these guys got the idea of combining Home Alone and The Karate Kid to make Three Ninjas.
Well, I was born around the time this movie was made.
Shut up, I'm talking about me here. Okay, so anyways. So, yeah, I think it was like around like 2001, 2002.
That we watched these movies?
That we watched these movies when we were younger.
Okay, the earliest memory I can think of us watching this is that at Sharika and CJ's house, our cousin's house, where they basically had all these VHS tapes, and we had to go to their house every time for a party, and we were just so bored that we popped in videos.
And we popped in Three Ninjas.
Because nothing was on TV.
Except Dragon Tales.
Except Dragon Tales, yeah, but because they didn't have Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or any of that good stuff, because they were like, what, 4 at the time?
Yes.
And we were just like, I think I was like 10 or 9 at the time. You were probably like 9 or something.
Yeah.
And I think Jordan was like, well, Jordan's got to be like way younger than us at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I think they only had like the first and the Kickback movie.
Yeah, they only had Three Ninjas and Three Ninjas Kickback.
I think those were the ones we watched the most too.
Yeah, and then when I got older, I watched the other two movies. I regret everything.
Yes, I regret everything too. Okay.
But let's start with the beginning.
The first movie. I still kind of like this movie, even though it's pretty stupid. Well, first, should we discuss the plot?
Okay, so apparently, okay, here's the thing. There's these perfectly normal white Caucasian family.
Who have a Japanese grandfather. Who teaches them ninja training during the summer.
Apparently.
And apparently he gave them ninja names. The oldest one named Samuel is named Rocky. The second one is the middle child is named Jeff, who's named Jeffrey, is named Colt. And the youngest guy gets named Tum Tum. Because
what's his name?
Tum Tum.
No, but like, what's his real name?
Michael.
Yeah, they're totally ninja names.
Tum Tum. Rocky. Well, he was named Rocky because, fuck it, I don't know. Maybe he was a Rocky Balboa fan.
He freaking looked like Rocky Balboa, or like the kid from the Karate Kid who sounded like Rocky Balboa when he was younger.
Which Karate Kid? The original one?
The first Karate Kid.
Oh, I guess. And I guess he named the middle child Jeffrey Colt because he really likes the Colts. I don't know.
Well, but he's super hot-headed for some reason.
And he named the youngest one, he named Michael Tum Tum because, well, he really needed to get his medicine in, so he gets Tum Tums. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, Tum Tums.
And then meanwhile, their father, who is an FBI agent, is apparently leading an operation on this gang, arms dealer. Was he? Was he an
arms?
Hello, you cut off there. Hello? Ugh. Okay, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, it was apparently an arms dealer, wasn't it? It was like an arms dealer who their FBI dad is trying to chase down because the FBI has been after him for months and he's illegally selling weapons and buying warheads or some shit like that. I don't know. It's really fucking unnecessary. And apparently he gets away, and he cut off again. God damn it! Apparently he gets away, and then shits, and then the boys apparently get back home, and then some other shit happens. And are you back yet?
Wee.
Okay, take over.
Okay, where would you leave off?
I was talking about how the drug dealer or not the arms dealer guy.
Oh, he totally should have played big in Street Fighter movie.
Maybe.
And yeah, he gets away on a helicopter for some.
Hello? Ugh, you keep cutting off.
Or something
Hello?
like that.
Okay, yeah,
So-
you keep cutting off, man.
About a. And like,
Hello?
yeah.
Okay, speak up.
Oh, okay. So apparently, he escapes to a helicopter, and they make no effort of chasing that helicopter for some weird reason, because I guess they don't have the funding for a military operation against this arms dealer. So then afterwards, the guy visits the Japanese grandpa because apparently
They have a history, apparently, yeah.
I know, what a twist. And then the grandpa's like, no, stop. And then he gets attacked by ninjas, and then the 3 ninjas fight the other ninjas. And yeah.
These highly trained ninjas can't beat the crap out of 3 kids who are like...
3 kids, and I swear to God, I think in the movie, like, Tum Tum, like, you could honestly, like, pick him up and throw him.
But they never do.
And, like, he's so slow with the kicks.
I think they're all pretty slow with the kicks.
I think that's on purpose.
I guess it's for dramatic effect.
Nah, they just suck.
Well, I don't know. And then, okay, the arms dealer wants the grandfather to train his army of ninjas for some reason.
Yeah, because I want the guy who's able to kick my ninja's butt.
To teach my ninjas.
I'm apparently teaching them something wrong.
Of course, he refuses, and then he walks away. And then the boys go home, and then they start their first day of school.
And we got Rocky's girlfriend,
Emily. And this joke that they always reference in this damn movie. Rocky loves Emily.
Or Rocky loves any girl in the fucking movie.
Yeah, get used to that. That's gonna be a staple of this movie series.
Okay, so anyways, on their extreme bike way to school, Emily gets her bike jacked, and she gets pissed off because Rocky wasn't there, and then, like, to make up for it, him and his brother Colt play the 2 bullies in a basketball game.
Where they give him a 9-point lead, and they still...
Out of 10, the biggest advantage anyone could ever have.
And they still lost.
And they still lose. The combined might of Biggie Smalls and Vanilla Ice was not able to contend against these 2 guys.
I did like how Rocky basically just pulled an Air Jordan at the end right there.
I swear to God, he should instead... He would make the perfect basketball player.
If it was a bit taller, yeah.
Dude, he could dunk already. He could dunk at the age of 10.
Yeah, what the hell? They were able to dunk at the... Wait, how old are they?
I don't know, but apparently they're in elementary school.
Apparently.
And whatever Grandpa is feeding or training them, dang, dude, they should be, like, superhuman.
Okay, meanwhile, the arms dealer guy, whatever the fuck his name is, hires some guys to kidnap the kids because he doesn't want their dad to get on his back. So he's gonna use the kid as leverage.
Apparently, and he also, and like I thought they were like one of his cousins or something like that, right?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Kidnappers in bad 90s outfits with guns.
Trying to kidnap kids who are home alone? What does this remind me of?
Okay, so anyways, skipping forward ahead, the parents leave. The parents leave them with. What's the old lady's babysitter name?
I don't know. She's never mentioned.
Okay, so they get trapped with the babysitter. Okay, the only cool thing about their room is the fact that there's a trampoline. They have a freaking Super Nintendo hooked up, and
Actually, it was an
Rocky.
NES. Actually, it was an NES, but okay.
Okay, fine. NES, and he had a can phone connected to Emily's house.
You know,
Because
back in the day when we had those things. Okay, back in the day, kids, there was no cell phones. There was no. If you couldn't use your house phone, there was no cell phones. You had to make your own ways of communication with your girlfriend next door.
Apparently, and yeah. So then the kidnappers burst in through the house, stupidly,
And then
shoving the old lady inside the closet with pizza. And Rocky, noticing this, this is what immediately they do. We should call the cops. No, we shouldn't call the cops. We should totally take these guys.
And then Dad will see that our ninja training is worth it. Well, to be fair, the ninja training actually did help them.
But you gotta admit, it'd have been a lot quicker if you just called 911.
Yes, but there wouldn't be a scene where they get.
And you gotta admit, the kidnappers were really stupid not using their guns.
Well, what are these guns you speak of?
So, anyways, they proceed to booby trap the entire upstairs with. Wait.
They sent booby traps everywhere, basically.
No. Here's the thing that bugged me. You know that part where Tum Tum is spraying like solution all over the walkway?
Yes.
That looks like dishwasher soap.
It probably was.
How did it get all the way downstairs and back up without getting noticed?
I don't know.
Okay. And then, like, Colt paints his mask in white to blend in with the not finished room.
Didn't they give one of the villains laxatives? The guy was in the toilet for like the longest time.
Oh yeah. That was... Dude, at that time I didn't know what it was.
Well, duh, we were like, what? 9, 10?
I don't think you can even have... I think those are illegal.
Maybe now, yeah.
Dude. Okay, so anyways, yeah. They totally set up traps.
They totally kicked their asses.
Wait, wasn't there a trap where, like, one of the guards was, like, hanged by ties and belt buckles?
Yes.
Dude, they almost killed him.
Hey, it's self-defense, man. They were coming into their house, so...
But they're only 10 years old.
That means that the most they could do to them is probably just send them to juvie hall.
And wait a minute, wasn't Colt wondering where all their, like, weapons were?
I guess.
And Dad took them away?
Yeah.
Are you telling me they had ninja stars and katanas? Dude, they could have murdered those guys for all I know.
That's what your grandpa taught you to do, right?
Jesus. Okay, so anyways, apparently Emily's involved for that one scene only.
Well, until the end.
Till the end,
We'll
but
get to that later.
still, she gets a good sucker punch or something like that.
Yeah, and then the guys get kidnapped by this big Asian dude.
Who should have gone there in the first place.
I don't know why they had to do that. I guess for comedic value. Ha ha ha.
And then they take them to the harbor.
For some reason.
For an abandoned warship. Okay, sure,
and
why
then
not?
the dad
Being trained by ninjas.
The dad finds out. He's about to send his men to do it, but then, no. The grandpa says he must rescue the boys.
And so apparently he goes to the docks and apparently finds the right boat to stow away on. Meanwhile, the boys are still in the jail cell.
And then they break out.
They break out in the most dumbest way possible.
How did they break out again? I forgot.
So, apparently inside the prison cell, or whatever it is, there's a telephone. He I don't know how, but Rocky gets the idea that they are still using the telephone system in that ship when they could have been using walkie-talkies or another source of radio. But no, they use the same radio system in the ship. He somehow is able to ring. Is he somehow able to call the operator of the boat, and then he's like, "I'm just testing," and then he knocks on the door, convinces the guard outside that the telephone is for him, and he gets knocked out by a telephone.
Failure.
Okay, and then they escape. And then the grandpa's on board.
They beat up some ninjas, and then they meet the grandpa, and then the big boss comes.
And then, they're in a giant... Yeah, they're in an open space... They're in an open space ninja training area, and the ninjas have guns.
They could clearly shoot them, but no, they must fight dishonorably in one final bout.
But then they pull out their guns.
The grandpa decides to confront the big boss in an honorable fight, even though he gets his ass kicked for most of it.
No, the little kids face off against the big Asian dude.
Yeah, they did. Okay, that was first, and then the grandpa decides to fight the big boss.
And it looks like he's about to lose until...
Jelly beans!
Oh, my one weakness.
That's the best way to win a fight ever.
Okay, and then after that, before they get shot, the dad comes in and arrests everyone.
And they all live happily ever after. Went to go get pizza.
Wait, it's not over because it's the next day of school.
The bullies want revenge.
And Rocky looks to Emily.
And then she tells them, okay, kick their asses, and then they beat the shit out of them.
And that's the end of the first movie.
Well, actually, that's only in the international version where they actually lose the challenge and they still have their bikes, and then they beat them up to get their bikes back.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm reading Wikipedia right now, and it says the international...
Really? They lose?
Yeah, in one version... Okay, in the one in theaters, they win. But on, like, a DVD director's cut, an international version of the release, they lose, and they challenge them for their bikes back. Fun fact.
Really?
I guess.
Well, that's what happens when you give a 9-point lead.
Hey, they were doing pretty good.
Until they choked.
Fact. Okay, so yeah, that's 3 Ninjas 1.
It was an alright, stupid, fun ride.
And directly after that, we have 3 Ninjas Kick Back.
Okay, so I think people don't notice or don't even know. These new cast of characters, yeah, guess what? It wasn't actually the second movie. This is actually the third movie. What they did was that they did a sequel called 3 Ninjas Knuckle Up. But apparently for some weird reason, they saved it as the third movie.
Wow, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, 3 Ninjas Knuckle Up uses the same cast, but it was marketed as the third movie. So when people see the second movie, they're completely confused.
Okay, let's talk about Knuckle Back then, since it came before this one.
No. We should do it in the order where we watched it.
Alright, fine. I have more memories of Kickback anyway.
Okay.
The only ones they changed were freaking Rocky and Tum Tum. Colt's still the same, I believe.
So, you take over for this one.
Okay. This movie takes place in Japan. Wah! And apparently it has to deal with the grandpa's old rival from Japan, who apparently he was named Koga, who we fought 50 years ago for this ancient dagger that would lead him to the City of Gold. Because, I don't know, Japan has a City of Gold buried somewhere. Yeah, who knew? And the guys are supposed to go with him to Japan, but but according to what happened at a baseball game, where Colt lost his temper and started a fight with some bullies on the team, they can't go to Japan anymore because their dad got pissed. Yay. And so they had to have a rematch with those guys on the baseball team later, which I don't understand what happens here, but okay. And and then when the grandpa goes to Japan, he gets kidnapped by his old rival, I guess you want to call it. No! Before I get into that, the rival sends his stupid nephew and two of his friends to help steal the dagger from the kids. But of course, you know what happens. Huh? They beat the living shit out of them, and then they run away. You think these evil henchmen would get smart and just send like highly trained killers instead of just these
Or just use guns.
Yeah.
Guns.
Guns? What are those? Anyways,
is this the part where they have to go to Japan?
Yeah, I believe it's the part where they raise all the money they can get out of Japan. I love this scene because it's like just basically them going through their room, emptying out their pockets, going through their piggy banks, and apparently they have enough money to go on to have 3 plane tickets.
To Japan.
Well, actually, no. Didn't they use their grandpa's credit card?
They used their grandpa's credit card?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, never mind. They used their grandpa's credit card, and then they packed really fast. That was that scene.
Wow. I wonder how much that's going to cost him when he gets the bill back after the end of this movie.
And then they go in the little LAX truck, and then there's this funny, hilarious scene where I guess it's an Indian guy driving, gets them there really fast. They're like, ah!
And then the mom gets back home.
And then there's this funny scene where she yells, screams, because, they left.
And then cut to Japan.
And apparently when they get to Japan, Rocky stops this thief from stealing this book from this really important Japanese woman, and they get a ride around Japan, so we get to see Japan for a bit. I thought that was kind of funny because we actually saw a bunch of Japan sites. And then they compete in this martial arts ninja tournament.
Apparently.
I think according to their grandpa wanted them to compete in this tournament anyway, so
okay.
That made sense. And while there, Colt dresses up as a competitor, but he wasn't supposed to. But then he gets beat up by a girl. Whose name is Mio, I think. Yeah. Mio. Who has a passion for baseball but not the skill. Aww.
Apparently. And this is where the montage kicks in. We'll train you baseball. You train us karate. And apparently with their training, they're able to do the same thing they've been doing the last few times.
Training montage.
I mean, like, the only cool thing was when he was walking across water.
Did they learn anything that they haven't learned from their grandfather yet while being here?
They just walked across water.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, you go try that.
I will. Okay, anyway. If Mio is basically just the girlfriend character for Rocky in this movie.
What happened to Emily in this movie?
Okay, the staple of these movies, Rocky will always get a new girlfriend every movie, for some reason. Don't ask me why. It just happens.
You think they died or he killed them or something like that?
I'm guessing he broke up with them off screen or something. I don't know. Don't you remember how many girlfriends you have every other year?
Oh, shut up. Oh, hey, wait, hold on. I'm looking up the Wikipedia, and apparently at that baseball game, Rocky is too distracted by this one girl named Lisa Marino,
yeah.
What the hell?
So you were too distracted to pitch properly because you were staring at this girl. Okay, it happens, but,
And now you're hitting on okay, you know what? Screw it.
How old is Rocky?
I don't know. Screw it.
He looks like he's in high school in this part.
Anyways, they finally meet up with Grandpa, right?
Yeah, and then they get caught by the Koga, who's the rival guy, and then they're forced to go to the City of Gold using the dagger, I think. And
wait, I thought they were brought into a huge tower complex thing.
I believe so. I don't remember.
Okay, anyways.
And okay, they find the City of Gold, but then they had to leave it for some reason because the place is collapsing, I guess.
That sucks.
And then, they save the bad guy's life, and then the ninjas are about to attack them, but then the guy's like, no, I shouldn't be pursuing the City of Gold now, you win. Let's just let bygones be bygones for some reason. And anyway, the final part of this movie is going back to the championship baseball game, and this time they have their friend Mio on the team. And that
who apparently is able to not only go to America, one, and two, be a last-minute replacement for
a team
someone.
Wait, isn't this an all-boys baseball team? I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but are girls even allowed to play in this baseball team?
Who cares? It fits in the movie. Anyways, the only things that are noticeable. One, Colt hits like the biggest baseball ever known to mankind.
I think that was just in his mind, but okay.
Two, Mio is able to catch with her hat, showing she has learned how to play baseball.
Significantly.
And three, and most importantly three, Colt is able to. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. He goes to third base to home by doing backflips.
Yeah, just to be cool, I guess.
He backflips all the way to home.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, sure.
Why not?
Sure. Isn't that like being a dick? Like, isn't that not sports conduct or something like that?
Hey, he's just doing it because he can. It's not like he's doing it to taunt them.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, after the game, the bullies don't like the fact that they won, so they decide to just beat the shit out of them again. But then they're like, the big bully wants to pick a fight with the girl character. Ooh. And then Tum Tum's like saying, no, she's just a girl, you can't beat her up. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Okay, he didn't say that, but okay. And then he's like, okay, I try to warn him. And then he punches her, but then she does a ninja flip and jumps right behind him. And
then she does the freaking, like, then she does Akuma's super move.
Ah! She does the raging demon on his ass.
She basically does a raging demon on all three of them.
And that's how the movie ended. Okay, despite how stupid this movie is, I really kind of liked it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, it's nice for a change of pace, seeing Japan and whatnot. It's kind of cool that Mio is able to, like, is not really a damsel in distress, but she can hold her own.
Well, yeah.
And some of the ninja thing was kind of cool.
Yeah, I did like how they went to Japan.
But the whole Raiders of the Lost Ark ripoff plotline.
Dun, 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 dun.
And that sports baseball thing was kind of a weird side story, but it was pretty enjoyable, to say the least.
Okay. I liked it. I kind of liked it better than the next movie we're going to talk about.
Why? Three Ninjas Knuckle Up?
I don't like this movie.
Why do you not like this movie?
I don't know. I only saw it once. And I don't remember anything about it. And that's pretty bad, because I remember 1 and 2. I remember the first one in Knuckle back and Kick Back pretty well, but I can't remember anything about this one.
Maybe because the plot's so boring.
Yeah, maybe it's just maybe you're right. Maybe it's just boring.
Yeah, because it's basically a Captain Planet episode.
Okay, since you know more about this movie than I do, you take the lead on this one.
Okay, so basically, I already said earlier that this is technically the second movie because it's the same cast from the first movie, but they played it as the third movie. Anyways, moving on. Hey, the kids are a little bit older. They still know how to do some kung fu moves. And okay, so apparently during one summer, the guys find a group messing with this one Native American girl at a pizza parlor. Okay, anyways, her name is Jo. That kind of sucks. Anyways, after, kicking their asses like normal, the usual stuff, because of their damages to the restaurant, they have to work it off, which goes in a very fast-paced montage of them cleaning tables, washing dishes, doing stupid stuff, Tum Tum eating the food again, because he's a fat bastard.
Oh, you may notice something different about this movie that I do actually remember, that it's not Rocky who was actually attracted to the new girl. It's Colt.
Hey, finally!
Colt finally gets some. Or does he? I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'm just reading off Wikipedia because I'm vaguely remembering it.
That's pretty much what I'm doing right now too.
I'm sorry, but okay, guys. Sorry, we don't really know the plot of this movie. It's just that the plot's really forgettable, and we just know a few moments. A few moments. Okay, all I know is that one, the whole plot thing was about
Captain
this
Planet.
one guy dumping toxic waste on the Indian preservation, and to get proof of it, they actually found evidence via a floppy disk. Yeah, guys. Remember when floppy disk used to be the end of the world?
Yeah, man.
All 5 gigs of it.
Yeah, fuck.
Anyways, so then it's a merry chase between the bad guys and the 3 ninjas and Joe and Native Americans to show that evidence to prove that these bad guys are being bad so their land isn't destroyed. Okay, notable things to take note of. 1, the scene where they actually hijack a car and Rocky is the one at the wheel.
Hey, how old are they?
I want to say 13.
Well, that sounds close enough.
13 years old. Rocky at the front seat of a car he never drove before. Barely reached the pedals.
Wait, but what's their grandpa doing during all this?
I don't know. Smoking a doobie in the back room or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I think it was some dumb explanation why he wasn't there.
Was he like just getting like coffee or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, continue.
And then, like, I remember there's this one scene where they're, like, dressed up for the final battle with the bad guys.
Yeah.
Like, there's that one scene where they're in the alleyway, and there's a bunch of baskets, and then they do that whole Scooby-Doo thing where they're hiding in the basket, but they're not in the basket, they're in another basket. And then he goes to the other basket, and he's on that basket.
Apparently.
And then when he opens the third basket, there's a rattlesnake in there for some reason.
Apparently.
And yeah, I think the girl gets kidnapped, and like it's all based off of they're like going to a courtroom, and they rescue Joe, and they
beat the bad guys and save the day.
yeah, Colt doesn't get anything,
Sad face.
and yeah,
They just leave.
they basically Batman it. Like they save her, and then she tries to look for him, but they disappeared.
We must go now. Our planet needs us.
I mean, come on, no postcard, no phone number, anything. I mean, come on, Colt's been lonely.
I think
he got his ass kicked by a girl in the last movie. Oh wait, that technically doesn't count.
I think these movies suffer from no continuity. There's no continuity among these movies.
I wish to believe there would be.
Anything else to say about Knuckle Bup? Because I really have nothing to say about this. It's okay.
I mean, like, it's cool that they got the original cast members from the first movie. It's just that the plot line's not that memorable because it's not. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just not boring.
It's not the it's not the worst one.
It's not the worst one. It's just boring.
The worst one we're gonna get to right now.
Oh boy, 3 ninjas, high noon at Mega Mountain.
Even the name sounds stupid.
It has Hulk Hogan in it.
Yeah, okay. First off, this movie has none of the original child actors. They have none of them. So you're not going to be seeing the guy who played Colt for like 3 movies. I think he was the only one who came back for who was in most of the movies. The guy who played Colt. And he's not in this movie. They had to change them. And you know what? These kids look even younger than what they were supposed to be. So I don't understand their logic here. So what the hell? Hold on, guys. Just give him a minute. He'll be right there. Give him a second. Give him a second. Are you back yet? Are you back? Just give him a second. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys for these technical issues, but we're doing this right after we recorded Mega Man X2. So, yeah. Forgive us if we're having a bit of technical difficulties here. Dun 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 dun. Give him a second. Okay, I'm reading the Wikipedia description here. even though I just saw this movie. Are you back?
Really? Yeah.
Well, they were showing this movie earlier a couple of hours ago, and I'm like, okay, I haven't seen this movie in years. I'm gonna see this. And you know what? It was pretty fucking stupid. It's even stupider than I remember it was. Okay, I think I mentioned before how they used none of the original kid actors. I think you could argue by this time they were probably a bit too old to be playing the part.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, this is 1998, and they're probably like what? Only like what, in their teenage years by this time?
I think so.
You think they'd be too old to play these parts?
Yeah.
But this is the last movie.
Well, I think they tried to do something with it. Maybe they were supposed to be like the next big thing.
The next, like, I don't know, I can't think of anything.
Maybe they tried going with the whole Pokemon route.
Oh god.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so, yeah, Rocky looks like he's 13 in this movie. Colt has a ponytail for some reason, I don't understand. And Tum Tum looks like 5 years younger than he's supposed to be.
He looks like a fucking baby.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking baby. Okay, basic gist of this plot. I'm reading Wikipedia right here, so hold on, I'll be right back. Take over.
Okay. So, apparently, okay, the only thing I actually remember was that the intro was like the most complex obstacle course ever made.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking weird. I think their grandpa was only in the movie like the beginning at the end again. That's a recurring theme here. It's weird. And okay, anyway, when they get back home from their, usual training with their grandpa, they meet this girl named Amanda, who is apparently this, I'm gonna say hacker, tech wizard thing, the nerdy person you can tell is nerdy because they wear glasses, which I resent that. But, yeah. It's Tum Tum's birthday, and apparently they go to Mega Mountain, which is basically Six Flags, guys. And they take the new girl, and then they meet Hulk Hogan,
Yay!
who apparently is a TV actor named Dave Dragon. Lame. And he's supposed to retire because the series has poor ratings, and the mother offers him food, but then Tum Tum says, "No thanks, Mom, I'm not hungry." Tum Tum not hungry? Okay, so anyway, the next day they go to Mega Mountain. Yay! And then Rocky decides to, instead of spending time with his brothers and their friend, he decides to spend time with his girlfriend Jennifer.
Wait, another girlfriend?
Yes, another girlfriend. And so they ditches them to go hang out with her, and her three douchebag friends for some reason. They're not going to be mentioned again, so we shouldn't even be mentioning them. Meanwhile, the park is taken over by these evil terrorists who seek to hold the theme park for ransom for $10 million. Which, if you don't know, that was a lot of money back then. Ooh. So they take over the entire park, call up the owner, ask him for $10 million, and if he doesn't do anything, they're gonna like, I don't know, like kill people by using the rides and shit, I guess. Which is a decent plan, I guess. But they didn't count on 3 kids stopping their plan.
Oh man.
So the premise of the first movie was arms dealer. That was the villain. The next movie was a fucking ninja lord, or Yakuza guy. Last movie was a Captain Planet villain. This movie we have terrorists.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
What the fuck?
I mean, Jesus, man. What's next? You're gonna make them fight Satan or something?
3 ninjas.
Oh my gosh, I just made the next movie.
Damn it, man, why?
3 ninjas.
Versus the devil.
No, 3 ninjas, hell on earth, there.
Hell on earth? What the
Kind of like how Ghostbusters 3 was supposed to be in there, supposed to be in hell, so it's kind of like that. And then, like, they could do a crossover with Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Fatality. You see Rocky performing a fatality?
Oh, man. And then Tum Tum doing... Oh, Jesus, I'll stop.
Yes, okay. Anyway, back to this movie.
Sorry.
So, yeah, terrorists took over the damn park. And apparently they get Hulk Hogan to help them out later on. I don't know. And they're just basically saving... For the rest of the movie, they're just basically saving people.
Yeah. Oh, and fun fact, one of the bad guys is Ernest, basically. I know you don't know who Ernest is,
from
but
the Ernest movies, yeah, I've seen some of them.
Dude, I didn't know Ernest was in this movie.
I didn't know until today, actually.
Dude, Ernest Goes Samurai.
Woo!
Doesn't he have like a katana? There's like a clip on YouTube of him like...
Yeah, I saw that clip. He was fighting Rocky with a fucking katana, and Rocky just like is just kicking his ass, and then the way he beats...
sorry, but Ernest's facial expressions are priceless.
And the way he beats him is funny. He just climbs up the roller coaster, and then he kicks him off, and then the feds come to get him. Fucking lame.
They're just standing there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that their new friend gives them ninja tools.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she gives them like this freaking smoke bombs and freaking like this yo-yo with spikes on it. What the shit?
Okay.
Oh, so she's basically just like giving them Batman weapons.
For kids, of course.
For kids, of course, right?
I'm thinking, when and why? When did she have the time to make them, and why would you make them?
In case there was a situation like this, man.
Like, the first time, like, they get home, and they're like, who is this chick? Oh, this is Amanda, our next door neighbor. And it's like, hey, Colt's like, hey, look, it's a yo-yo. And it's like, that's not a yo-yo, it's a freaking yo-yo of death.
And she even gives them, like, freaking sharp-ass playing cards, which are basically Joker playing cards that Joker uses to impale people.
And didn't he, like, destroy the lamp?
Yes. So, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that happened.
So, anyways, moving on.
Okay, basically, their hacker friend just basically goes on the computer and stops the terrorists from using, from just trying to mess with any of the rides. Then later, when they get the money from the rich guy, she uses her helicopter to, break the money bag open so that she won't get the money for some reason. And then she gets kidnapped. God damn it! And then the guys and Hulk Hogan have to go save her.
Then they do.
And then she leave. And then they get beat. And then the villain leaves in the ship. Tries to leave in a ship. And she leaves a bomb for them to disarm. Well, 3 ninjas have to disarm a bomb.
Jesus, come on.
But instead, this is the stupidest thing they do. They get some nitrogen tank, they get some air containers, and then they just tie it to the bomb, and then they just send it right back at them, and they just freaking put the air containers, and they use it as a torpedo to destroy the ship she's on. And then an explosion happened.
Did that kill her?
No, it didn't kill her, she jumped right off.
Oh.
And then the feds come in, and... and then the guys get credit for saving the park, but then they gave the credit to Hulk Hogan, who apparently did everything. And then they go to their grandfather that they're not gonna give up their summers with him, because they like being ninjas apparently, and they bring their hacker friend with them the next time. And this is where the movie ends.
Okay, so they're trying to be Batman with it.
I guess so. So is the grandpa Batman?
Nah, Batman's Ra's al Ghul, Rocky's Batman, Colt is Nightwing, and then Tum Tum's Robin.
Fuck.
And then Amanda is Batgirl.
Or Oracle, maybe.
So someone shoot her in the spine, so she'll be Oracle.
Fuck.
That is so fucked up.
That is so fucked up.
Okay, so...
anyway, those were the 3 ninja movies. Yeah.
They're okay. First 2, I like.
The other 2? Not so much.
Not so much.
If you're gonna watch any of these movies, we'd recommend you just watch the first one and kick back.
And that's it.
And that's
Don't watch the second one.
Don't watch Knuckle Up, or don't watch this shit.
We're doing you a favor.
Well, okay, they're not the they're not the greatest movies we've ever seen, but you know,
But they're for laughs.
they're for if you really want to see Knuckle up in this movie, then you know, just keep in mind that don't take anything seriously.
Seriously, just
I can't take
don't.
I can't take any of these movies seriously, but these two especially I cannot take seriously.
Hey, there's the point.
I know that's the point, but still.
I guess.
Okay, so anyway, rate, comment, you know, give us your input on this. We on the Three Ninjas franchise, you know, that was in 1998.
Franchise.
Well, it's technically a franchise. It had like 4 movies.
And a video game, apparently.
It was popular, relatively popular in the 90s, I would say.
I think,
yeah. I don't know. When we were kids, it was pretty fun. Now that we're older.
What? And
Um,
luckily, we didn't ask any of our friends if they watched it.
I think some of my friends have watched this movie.
Ask them again.
I'll see. I think pretty much everyone in our family has seen this, or all the kids in our family who were born at the time have seen this movie.
I think so. We should ask them what they think of it.
Did your sister see this movie?
No, I'm pretty sure she didn't because she was older at that time.
She was only like 2 years older than us.
I think she was more mature.
Mature.
Yes.
Okay, I know Jordan saw this movie with us.
Eh,
He'll probably have the same opinion.
maybe.
Yeah, okay. So tell us what you think about this part. Give us what do you think was the best Three Ninjas movie? Do you think they would have made another one if they was more successful? Give us our input, and we'll see you guys in the next Let's Play.
Bye.
Bye.